boy been cheat on miss.
Bang, 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 boy, shit break. On the hard thing, out of Alabama, you can add Nick Saban.
Salute, gang. This your boy, the Alabama Hitta, and you are now tuned in to Hit Squad TV. Family, we got to talk about it. First and foremost, if you would, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide that way. So now, the topic on hand are the inmates that escaped from the Orleans Parish Prison. Yes, OPP. These guys have had the city of New Orleans on high alert since Friday. And if you've been sleeping under a rock, then you know by now that these guys used tools that were furnished to them, I want to say by someone within the system, to remove the commode sink combo from a cell and escape through that cell. 11 inmates. Crazy work, fam. 11 inmates. Anton Massey, Linton Van Duren, Leo Tate, Derrick Groves. We're going to come back to Derrick Groves in a second. Keith Lewis, Keenan Dennis, Jermaine Donald, Corey Boyd, Gary Price, Robert Moody, and Kendall Miles. Yes, this was the scene leaving OPP. I mean, a jailbreak in every sense of the word. Every sense of the word. And one of the young men that escaped, oh my goodness, one was found in the French Quarter underneath the car. Why would you go to the French Quarter? That's the spot in the city that's been on high alert since before the Super Bowl, when a radical from Beaumont, Texas, of all places, went and drove down the square. Okay, so you go and hide under the car. Another one of these cats, Kendall Miles, goes back to his hood and links up with his partners and go live on Facebook. You can't make this up, gang.
Back on my boys. And I'm about to go with a 2. Get up with me. Alright.
You fresh out, huh?
Fresh out of jail. Stop playing.
What? Yeah.
He ain't last no time. But yeah, fam. Let's get brought up to speed on everything that they got going on with this situation in New Orleans. And as funny as the clips I just showed, there's a sad side to this. We're gonna get into it.
The Orleans Parrish Sheriff's Office announced 3 of those inmates who escaped Friday morning have been recaptured, including 21-year-old Robert Moody, 24-year-old Kenan Dennis, and Kendall Miles, who is 20 years old. The Sheriff's Office said Moody was caught thanks to a tip and are still asking the public to provide information to help them capture the rest of them. As you can imagine, people in New Orleans and the rest of Louisiana are both concerned and outraged about the massive jailbreak, something that became evident last night during a press conference that turned confrontational. Let's take a listen.
So no one was watching live video all night at the jail?
I won't say no one was watching live video, but
how did nobody see them
there are
leaving
over
the jail?
900 cameras.
How did nobody see them leaving the jail?
There are over 900 cameras in this facility.
It's just, how did no one see a massive jailbreak. But it's your job. It's your job to monitor every single person in this facility every day. Do you want to say you're sorry to the people of New Orleans for having this happen?
We are underfunded, understaffed, underpaid. So we do our best to hire staff and retain them, but like everyone else, we're short.
Hey, that's the same story all over the United States. You know, understaffed, underfunded, underpaid. And to the Anglo-Saxon that is mouthing off to these people that put their life on the line every day, shame on you, because you know these people don't get paid enough. You know these people are understaffed. Sometimes you'll have a maximum of 3 guards in a whole dorm. Don't let me get started on the prison system in the state of Alabama, because it's absolutely repugnant. But I just wanted to show you guys that. We also have a family that when they heard about this prison break, they were terrified, absolutely terrified. And the system let these guys loose when the family of one of the victims of the inmate that escaped named Derrick Groves found out. Yeah, they had to get a move on. This is crazy, y'all. I don't know what Derrick Groves did and what he was involved in, but it got these folks moving ASAP. Let's look at it.
We know now at least one family is in hiding. Escapee Derrick Groves was convicted of killing 2 men on Mardi Gras 7 years ago. We talked with family members of one of those men, and they're stuck wondering how this happened, why they didn't find out sooner, and what they can possibly do next. Here's Rachel Hanley.
Wednesday, Jamar Robinson's family celebrated his birthday.
Love you, miss you.
2 days later, they were in hiding after finding out that the man convicted of his murder had escaped from prison.
Just get all our family members out of the city. We had to get everyone out of the city. Didn't know what way we was going, crying, devastated.
2 of Robinson's family members spoke with us over the phone. They asked not to be named for their safety. Robinson and another man, Byron Jackson, were shot and killed on Mardi Gras in 2018. Derrick Groves was arrested for their murders. Late Friday morning, someone they knew called the family and told them that a group of inmates had broken out of Orleans Justice Center. Groves was one of them.
No one notified us. No one tell us anything. You know, we had to leave work. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know how Derrick Groves felt like with this process of us. You know, either he was coming for us. We didn't know.
They say they went to a nearby police station and 2 officers escorted them home. They grabbed what they could, got the family's young kids, including Robinson's son, from school. Then they left. By that time, Groves had been out for hours.
We just didn't know what to do at that point. And I'm so angry with the Orleans Parish prison because it's like, when I look at the news, I see the boys pulling on the door. Like, this prison was just recently built. And you mean to tell me the doors was that easy to pull apart?
And this is a family that was already exhausted. Groves was convicted of killing Robinson and Jackson in 2019, but the jury wasn't unanimous, and a Supreme Court ruling ended up throwing out the verdict because of it. The next trial in 2023 was declared a mistrial. The next one, later that year, ended with a deadlocked jury. Then, finally, in October of last year, Groves was convicted again. His sentencing was set for July.
It's just crazy. It's like a soul that's not being healed. Because every time we move on from this, something come up.
Now, with Groves on the run, Robinson's family is trying to figure out what to do about their jobs and the kids' school. They're planning to stay hidden while they wait for justice again. Rachel Handley, WWL, Louisiana.
This sad situation. I hate it for the Robinson family. You know, just imagine going about your day, you know, making money for the family, thinking you're going to come home for the weekend and rest and relax, recoup from the week, and you find out that the man that unalived your son is back out. And not only is he back out, he's been back out for hours. They've been trying to put this man behind bars for the last, I want to say, you saw it. They had 3 trials. He hadn't been sentenced yet. And before he could even get sentenced, this happens. So now you have to get the kids out of school. You have to go on the run, find a safe space, miss time off of your job, because I'm pretty sure that this lady's not going back to work until Derrick Groves is captured. You know what I mean? Understaffed, underfunded. That's sad. You know, they will put all type of space-age devices on the officers in the streets. But once the officers bring these offenders in, they bring them into a facility that's most likely ran down, overcrowded, to be supervised by people that most of which are not equipped to manage these type of inmates. And y'all know how it goes. We've seen this. We've seen situations like this in Memphis. You had inmates in Memphis having intercourse with some of the guards. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's crazy. Prayers out to this family. And yeah, this is a wild situation down in New Orleans. They're gonna have to get a handle on it. They're gonna have to pay these people more and recruit cognizant people that's gonna take that job serious and not just get a paycheck and do whatever, because this is definitely an inside job. They have 3 people on administrative leave right now until they can get to the bottom of what really happened behind the walls in Orleans Parish Prison. Yeah, man. But I just want to bring you this information, and as more developments arrive, we will report on it. This is your boy, the Alabama Hitta, man. And if you're still rocking with me, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell on the side to be notified on each and every time we decide to slide. And until the next time we decide to spin, I'm in the wind. Salute to the hitters, man. We gone.
Yeah.